Are you uploading videos but just not getting the views you've hoped for? In today's video, I'm going to be going through the 3 best practices to help you start gaining views on your YouTube videos. What is the most important growth statistic on YouTube? Is it subscribers, views, revenue? Not sure. It's watch time. Minutes matter the most. But how do you actually increase your video watch time? There are 3 things you need to consider when you're trying to increase your watch time on your videos: temptation, hook, and value. Temptation being your thumbnail, title, and even your description. Hooking your audience to actually make them want to watch the video, and the value your video brings to them. Thumbnails are the first thing your viewer is going to see of your video. Once they get past that, they move on to the title. You need to have mastered the art of making YouTube thumbnails. If not, that's high on your list of things to do. But you do need to remember that even if you're able to draw a viewer in, they still may only hang around for a few seconds. This is where the hook comes into play. You need to tease them or entice them to make them not click away. One popular way to do this would be to tease the end result of a video or briefly explain the topic in an enticing way. For example, at the start of my video, I asked you if you weren't getting the views that you were hoping for, and if you're still here, it's worked. The most important thing you need to consider is how much value you're going to give someone through your content you're creating. If someone likes your thumbnail, they're more likely to click on the video, and then if you hook them in and that works, but your overall content is not amazing or what they're expecting, that viewer is likely to not hang around, and you've probably just lost a subscriber as well. I have made 2 separate videos on the topic of watch time and audience retention, so click on the card above if you'd like to check out those. YouTube video SEO is another very important tool to use when you are trying to increase your video views on YouTube. Before you go ahead and sit down to record your next YouTube video, make sure you've done your research to see if people are actually consuming this content or even just searching for it in the first place. Great way to find out if your video is going to do well or not is to see what other content creators within your niche are doing. Let's say your video is about weight loss. Let's get a little more specific and say that it's about weight loss for women. We can get even more specific and say that it is weight loss for young women. The more specific you get, the more chance you're going to have to rank high with that video. Now that you've got the topic, we need to sort out what your target keyword will be. This is the keyword we'll be focusing on the most and branching out from. Going back to our example, we're going to be using weight loss for young women. We now need to include this target keyword in our title, specifically at the very start of our title, as this will have more ranking power than if we were to place it in the middle or the end of our title. So this could look something like weight loss for young women, 5 helpful tips. Just remember to keep that target keyword at the front of your title. The target keyword also needs to be within the first sentence of your description. This doesn't need to be at the front like the title, but the keyword does have to stay intact. You could word it like this. In today's video, I go through 5 helpful tips for weight loss for young women. Sometimes it could sound a little odd, so make it sound as humanly as possible. Watch time and SEO aside, playlists, cards, and end screens are the next in line for most importance. All 3 of these tools allow you to keep your viewer on your YouTube videos and on YouTube itself, which rewards your ranking power as well. Firstly, playlists. Playlists allow you to compile similar videos together, but don't only put your videos in one playlist each. You should create multiple playlists and repurpose the content accordingly. I've used this example a lot before, but if you have videos about recording software, editing software, and the best webcams you can get, you could compile those videos together and call it something like Start a YouTube Gaming Channel Today. This way it'll draw in new traffic and make sure your content is recommended next, keeping your viewer watching. Secondly, cards. I cannot stress how important cards are on your videos. Even if someone doesn't want to finish watching one of your videos, a card placed at the right time will give that viewer the option to move to one of your other videos. You will need to do some digging in your analytics for each video to find like a rough estimate of when people are leaving your video to move on to something else. That means you can find the perfect time to place that card. Remember, each video will have a different watch time. You will have to closely study your videos. Lastly, end screens. Congratulations, your viewer watched till the end of your video. What now? Tease them with some related content. Similar to playlists, this is where you can show off any similar content related to the video that the viewer has just watched. YouTube even has an option to place a video that is best suited for the viewer, which will automatically choose a video for you for that particular viewer. I would recommend choosing your own content though. If you would like to watch some more content of mine, I highly suggest watching the videos to my left. Have a good one. See ya.